Welcome back, guys. We are here with the next
All right.
episode and series of Iran versus Israel conflict. I am Murtaza, and with me is Mr. Ali. How are you, Mr. Ali, today?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me. Yeah, how are you?
I'm good too. So I think we will start where we left last time. Like we were discussing
Yeah.
about the oil issues and the Strait of Hormuz. So the Strait of Hormuz is basically
Mhm.
a very strategic geographical point, like that controls. It's a very narrow region that controls the oil traffic basically throughout the world, from Middle East to the rest of the world. So Iran is
Yeah.
now controlling this area, and they are tightening the screws by controlling this oil, because we know that oil is the basic battery of any country. It's the running machine of
Mhm.
any country, and without it, the oil would be crippled. So yes, what do you think?
Yeah, exactly. As far as I have studied, almost like 30% of the world's oil shipment goes through here. All right. And what I think is that if they keep on blocking the Strait of Hormuz for like 1 to 3 weeks, it would completely cripple the whole world economy, right? And it's going to have like serious consequences because all the food and water supply go through this strait, all right? For the Saudi Arabia, for all the GCC countries, all right? So I think they are already running short on food and water supply. So let's see how it goes. But the things would start like they would start panicking really soon. I believe by the end of the week, next week.
Yeah, I think in subcontinent the panic has already started because they have the less reserves,
Yeah,
especially like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. The panic
yeah,
has started there actually. We can see a long queues
yes,
and lots of fighting going around on the pumps and petrol pumps, and people
yeah.
are feeling the heat throughout the world
Mm,
now of this conflict.
yes, they do. Yeah, yeah. And it will
Okay.
get worse and worse. Yeah.
Yeah, from
Let's
here
see.
it's just escalation and it's going worse and worse. Now the next thing is like talking about escalation. So Iran has the US and Israel, they have attacked the oil refinery in the area in the Tehran, and that
Yeah,
is also they directly attacked the heart. Like you can see that the massive fire is there, and that is
yeah.
expected when there is being an attack on the refinery. And I think this burning will continue for weeks actually now.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, then in retaliation, basically like in retaliation of this attack, then Iran also attacked in the Taifi, I think, that oil refinery.
Haifa.
Haifa, sorry.
Haifa oil refinery, which supplies like most of the, to the most of the Israel.
So yeah, so they attack. So in this very short clip, we can see that oil refinery has been burning also, but I think the more damage is on the Iran side. So what do you think, Mr. Ramzan?
Yeah, you can see that they have made a relentless attack on the oil refinery near Tehran. And if you go on the internet, you can see like hundreds and hundreds of the videos. All right. And one thing that that's worth mentioning is that the oil and the petroleum entered into the water supply, and the water started burning. And you can see that the fire is spreading throughout the nearby area. And the most important thing after that is that there was a huge cloud of smoke, even right now as well. And the Tehran was the only area where it rained early morning, and it was acid rain. The rainwater was almost like grayish black, right? And the experts are calling it an environmental disaster. So it's very like a very dangerous situation in Tehran. And just for the viewers to know that it is a very one of the most thickly populated city in the entire world. 10 million people live there, right?
Yeah.
This is where the US and Israelis are attacking. Okay, so very, very tense situation.
So now they have started attacking. Previously, there was a kind of agreement and unwritten agreement that they will not be attacking the oil reserve. So now, what do you see from here? Now they the attacks on the oil reserves and the soft targets, and I think it's now they want to cripple the economy of each other because oil is the main
Yeah.
economy of Iran. We know, like this. That's the main point. So what do you think now?
Yes. I think the escalation ladder was going on, and Iran had the escalation dominance until yesterday. Okay, when they attacked
Okay.
the desalination plant in the Iran, and like it destroyed the water supply to almost like 30 plus villages, then Iran should have retaliated and attacked. Okay, because
Okay.
Iran did not retaliated on time, they got bold, and then at the night they attacked the oil refinery. And also, the we will discuss the statement of the president played a very crucial role. So, conclusion is that this is also a war of perception. All right, and right now Iran is has an upper hand. Okay, but the moment they slip, the things could turn around.
Yeah, I think it's more now the optics. Who has the bigger optics to show?
Yes. Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we move on to the next thing. Okay, so next, like we have a Russian intelligence report that is interesting because until now we have seen only the reports of casualties on the Iranian side,
Yeah.
but as we have discussed yesterday also that Israelis are trying to hiding the fact. So this Russian intelligence
Mhm.
report is like really alarming from on the Israeli side, as we can see like six generals are there, then Mossad agents are there, and then like Shin Bet operatives, Air Force officers, see the soldiers death toll, and then nuclear scientists, and then reservists. Like
Yeah.
reservists are the people who they keep
Mhm.
at the
Yeah.
back like the normal population with the training. So
Yeah.
that's a huge number
Okay.
actually.
Yeah. I think let's assume, okay, so number
Okay.
one, this was like kind of like a master stroke that right in the middle of the chaos, Russians slipped an intelligence report and leaked it. Okay, so that was really good. Number two, let's assume, let's assume uh, that even half of this is true. Okay,
Okay.
um, even let's, for the sake of argument, let's assume even if 30% of this is true. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
that is still a huge disaster,
Yeah.
right? And they are saying that only six US soldiers, or maybe like now they are saying, I think
Yeah.
like 12 soldiers have died. Okay,
Yeah.
so number one, the audience should be aware of these numbers. Like first they said three, then they said six, and now maybe they are saying like 12 soldiers are dead or something like that. But and in the Israel, anybody who uploads any video or shares any information without permission or something, um, there are reports that they are being sent to prison for 5 years.
Yeah. So
So
they
they
are
are hiding something.
hiding the facts, and actually I think that's a kind of like insult also they are considering now that they are at the mercy of Iran, and Iran is like how the Trump says beating the hell out of them basically.
Yeah. In my opinion, they have already kind of like lost the perception war, right?
Okay. Which
And
side? The American side or the Iranian?
the American and the
Israel.
Israeli side, they have
Okay.
already lost the perception war, even after controlling the algorithm of X and all the social media, blocking the accounts of the Iranians, removing the blue tick of the minister of Iran, and
Okay. Yeah.
after all these tactics, they have still lost the perception war. So they are hiding these numbers.
Yeah, so that's a huge number. Like we can, and then Israel hasn't confirmed or denied also. So they are
Yeah,
just like in the middle of thinking like what to do and how to hide these so big. And I think these numbers are growing and will
mhm,
grow with the number with the days passing by. Actually, the more the escalation, the more the numbers actually.
yeah. These are yesterday's number, or
Yeah,
even the day before that.
72
There
hours,
has
like
been
three
huge.
days for the 3 days of war
Yeah,
number actually.
yeah,
First 3 days.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we
So
should
there has been.
keep
Yeah,
an eye. Yeah, yeah. So okay, then we see the next thing, like what's the next on the menu today? So next up, we have a video from Qatar or Bahrain, like that is a drone attack directly on the base and is being recorded or shared by the American soldiers. So I think first we go through the video and then we comment. So here's the video.
yeah,
Yeah. So what do you
yeah.
think about this video, Mr. Ali?
So number one, is that you can see that they are hiding in the bunker, okay,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
there's a drone attack, and you can also listen in the background, okay, the American soldiers, right? Obviously, more than one are making the video, right, and they also shared it on the social media. It's all over the internet, okay.
Yeah,
Number two, as the drone struck, okay, there is no interceptor. Okay,
yeah,
that's the reason they are hiding there. Okay,
yeah,
if you remember, in the last year, even if a drone would enter into the Israeli territory, okay, there would always be interceptor missile. In fact, if you look at the videos from the last year, they would fire multiple missile at the same time.
yeah,
Now, since yesterday morning, they have been saying that they are either completely out of interceptor missiles, or they are rationing it. Okay, but they are really, really low at interceptor missiles. Whatever remained, they have sent it to the Israel. Okay, and these GCC countries are uh, completely open to attack by the Iranians.
yeah. Now I think they are at the mercy basically. Like, and I think again
Yeah,
economically, if we see that the drone versus the interceptor, the ratio doesn't fit. So for Iran,
yeah,
it's cheaper to make and it's cheaper to do. But for the interceptors, it's like really expensive, and they cannot run and
yeah,
keep up with the Iranian drones. So most probably
yeah,
either they are out of it or they are just rationing it to save it basically.
yeah, yeah. Obviously, it's 23,000 of drone, $23,000 drone versus $1 million interceptor. Okay.
Yeah, and they say minimum two
So
interceptors are needed for one drone. Minimum. It's not about one
yeah,
interceptor.
yeah, yeah. Rarely one interceptor hits a drone. Rarely.
Yeah, yeah, rarely.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we see
So
the next. We move on to the next video. So. So next a
yeah,
video also like we have a like evidence type that the interceptors are gone or finished and now they are trying to just directly shooting the drones instead of that technology and hi-fi technology. I think they are just following their friend Afghanistan. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they did. So let's run the video. Let's see.
okay, let's see the video.
It's a little bit dark, but you can see.
Yeah, can see. Like it's just direct shots, like from like just directly trying to shot the machine gun. I think the same approach that Afghanistan used.
Yeah, yeah. This is what they do. So as you can see, there are no interceptors. If there were interceptors, these soldiers would be hiding inside their bunkers, okay, or in like somewhere, and they wouldn't worry about this, okay. Now they are in the open to be attacked by the drone or by the missile, right? And they are trying to shoot directly at the drones, right? So l- I have listened to dozens of analysts, and every one of them, even the most pro US Israel one, they say that we are running low at interceptors. Okay. So probably they have moved all of them to Israel
Yeah,
and
now the
all of these US
maximum.
bases.
Yeah, So now their maximum support, of course, their first priority is going to be Israel. And then another thing is like for
Yeah,
the GCC
yeah,
countries, the thing is now like it's a lesson to learn. It was
yeah,
never their war, it was never their agenda, but now they are in the middle, right in the middle, or right at like on the front line of the war without any agenda actually. Like actually
yeah,
they
yeah.
so they
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 do have an agenda. Actually, they do have an agenda. That agenda is to serve the Israel and the people in the background that are controlling Trump and everyone else, right? That's their agenda, right? And those people have their own secret agenda and all that, all right? They want to control the whole region, okay? Freeing women of Iran, liberating and all that. That's a big lie, just like the lie of weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, just
yeah.
like the lie of Al Qaeda in Afghanistan and all that. Just like all those lies, this is a lie. They want to liberate this one and that one. That's a big lie, right?
So for the freedom of women, I would like to say a fact, like maybe for my audience and for you also, like America is the number one flag bearer of freedom of women. Okay,
Yeah,
but they are
yeah,
yet to choose a female president. How about that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's an irony. Okay, they were very close in picking or electing, I think, Hillary Clinton, right? Um, Back when the Trump first won, all right? But that didn't happen, all right? So this also shows you that inherently America is kind of like a racist society, inherently, all right?
Yeah.
Not all of them are racist,
I
but
would say
still, majority of them
still
are racist.
still sexist also, because like to the
Yeah,
whole world they are selling this thing of women freedom. We are
yeah,
not against, but like the number one flag bearer has yet to choose the female president. So think of the society and think of their top elite, and they are what they are up to
yeah,
actually. Okay,
yeah,
so we move on to the next section. Okay, so for the next section, we have a video of Trump and with his advisor. So, like, actually, some
yeah,
journalists ask him about the attack of the elementary school in girls that we talk about in our last video also, that around 160 plus, like minor girls, just elementary school girls were killed. Again, the women freedom. So they were
mhm,
killed and by the US or
mhm.
Israeli attack. But let's just hear from the Satan's mouth what they have to say about that.
Did the United States bomb a girls' elementary school in southern Iran on the first day of the war and kill
No,
175
in my
people?
opinion, and based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
Is that true, Mr. Hegseth? It was Iran who did that?
We're certainly investigating.
Still
But
investigating.
the only side that targets civilians is Iran.
We think it was done. We think it was done by Iran
Can you give us an
because they're
idea
very inaccurate, as you know, with their munitions. They have no accuracy whatsoever. It was done by Iran.
Can you give us
Iran today accused.
Complain about the fact that they shouldn't
Ah,
be chopping babies' heads off. Okay.
Yeah, so the main thing is that
Sounds
like the first thing that I can that the for my side the points are like that he said that it was not America or Israel attacking, but his advisor said we are still looking into it. So that's fishy there. Then another thing was that he said inaccuracy of the missiles. I would totally doubt that the missiles are inaccurate. I think now Israel should vouch for Iran that at least their missiles are not inaccurate.
yeah, yeah. They should. Yeah, yeah.
Then
Uh,
another thing was they say that they are the most evil people on the earth, and the one who is saying was the top person in Epstein file. And I don't know about Iran cutting off the baby's head, but I definitely know that Trump was having good baby steaks on that island.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so first of all, these are facts that I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
More than, I think, four to five, six different news agencies that I have seen reporting that they have investigated. They have done their own independent investigation and categorically said that it was US that fired missiles on the primary school in Tehran that killed 160 plus little girls in the age of like 7 to 12 years, right?
Yeah.
That also include the Zio J favorite, CNN, Al Jazeera, TRT, even the Telegraph. These are like the one I have shared, their post I have shared on my wall, right? Four, five, six that I've just named. You can go check it there. Just Google it. They have said that it was US that
Yeah.
fired it.
Yeah,
Now the next
definitely.
question is, did they fire it deliberately or did they misfire? Okay, most of
Mm.
these investigations have shown that they fired it deliberately. Okay, in
Yeah.
fact, it was not a single tap, it was a double tap. Double tap means they fired one missile, and when people approached there, they fired again. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is a complete lie. Again, these are liars, right? And they didn't even practice which lie to tell. That's why you can see there's a conflict of um, both of them, like what they are saying. One of them said, okay, this was Iran themselves. The other one said, we are looking into it because that other one was the one who ordered it. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he knows that if, like, all the investigations have already told that it was USA, and if this thing goes out, it would be his neck that would hang. All right, because this is a war crime. All right,
Yeah.
another thing that I want to add is that nobody is talking about. Okay, nobody is talking about that a lot of the students that were uh, in that in that school, those girls, most of them belonged to the police officers and the Revolutionary Guards, and they were the children of the IRGC. Okay,
Oh.
um, so there is a maximum chance that these guys attacked them to demoralize the whole Revolutionary Guard and all the police force and all the Iranian army and their government personnel. Right. This is why they did it. Okay.
Now
So
makes
yeah,
sense.
I
I
just
think
wanted
that's
to make
new.
sure. Yeah.
That's new piece of information for me also. I think now it makes sense. Like why that school was chosen actually out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a
and
very specific target.
yeah, and if and that double tap actually that doesn't show it was a like missed target. It was a pre-calculated and it was a
Yeah.
deliberate attack just to
Yes.
demoralize the whole perspective of the
Yeah.
army. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like evilish. Okay, talking about the evilish, so I have something else. Like we have seen Mr. Trump. Now let's just see the Mr. Junior Trump. Okay, so now the thing is like if we see the crypto, like there are numerous allegations, like some insiders are earning the profit just before any war. And then if we see the poly market news also, like people are
Hmm.
betting, and just before some strike on Iran, or just before the elimination of Imam Khamenei, the people
Hmm.
are earning millions in the poly market. And like mostly they say they are the Trump insiders and they have the news. And see this news actually, like the Baron Trump bought 30 million of oil just 2 days before.
Yeah.
So like this one also is actually like 2 days before the war was started. So actually this is also like really fishy. On one hand
Hmm.
they are trying
Yeah.
to show that we it's for the protection of America, and we are
Yeah.
patriotism. And from the other hand they are just from the insider information, they are making millions, or I might say trillions on over this war basically.
Yeah. They already have. They already have. And I would like to correct this. What I have studied is that it's not 30 million. He invested 50 million in that, right?
Okay.
And right now he is making like, uh, I was listening to Professor Jiang's lessons, and he was telling
Okay.
about, like, he was talking about Elon Musk and all that. Um, and he's correct. Most of the time, he's correct about geopolitics. These guys are practically talentless. The
Yeah.
only talent they have is the one that is mentioned here. Right?
Yeah.
Number one, they are white. Number two, they are supremacist. And number three, they profit from the misery of brown and black people.
Yeah.
That's the only talent they have.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like also something to see. And I think the other thing was that if you see from the stock market perspective, the defense stock also, they just skyrocketed. So again,
Yeah,
one thing that many people are dying, the war is going on, the whole region is burning, and on the other
yeah,
hand, there is some elite that is making million and trillion out of it, and their
yeah,
shops are running now because they love war. That's why they say that they love war actually. So for the common
yeah,
people, maybe the war is not good, but for the elite, it's the event for money making for their next plans actually.
yeah, yeah. They they make the profit out of misery.
Yeah, they make the profit out of misery. So I think that's all from our side for
Yeah,
today. And like we try to cover as much as possible the news. Like we will continue this series, and I hope you like it and you will share and you will subscribe it. Thank you for listening to us, like myself and
yeah,
Mr. Ali. Yes, Mr.
yeah.
Ali,
Thank you,
signing off.
everyone. Yeah, don't forget to comment and share your thoughts. And if you want us to talk about something, please share with us. All right. Thank you so much. See ya.
Yeah, see ya on the next episode. Thank you.